Okay, well, just waiting to see a board. This is being played on Backgammon Galaxy with a normal time limit, which is quite quick, I think. I haven't been on Galaxy for a while, so I'm just waiting for a board to appear. I can't. No, do you want me to? Okay, a minute. Safari. Right. Right, so what am I looking for in terms of names? Right. It's always difficult on Galaxy, I find, to actually find the matches. If we do length, right, hang on, let's just do that. Okay, here we go, yeah. Got you, okay. All right, we're up and running. Okay, so in this match, Keiko Hino, the Japanese player, is playing the blue checkers and Julia Hayward is playing the white checkers. This is a 7-point match, 1 minute per point, and I think it's 10 seconds per move. And let's see, we've got a couple of votes. So in this position, sorry, I'll just wake up and get going then. So 3-1's quite an awkward roll for blue. Will probably come down with 3. Could make the 5-point and duplicate to a certain extent 6s. 5-point is the 5-point, and Falafel's rule says if you can make the 5-point, make it and worry later about what else you could have done. So the option, so she's going to challenge Julia's roll 4-4, which is absolutely perfect. She'll just make the 5-point. I'm sorry, there isn't always time to complete the commentary on the preceding move. The time limit is quite quick on Galaxy, so if I occasionally don't finish what I'm trying to say, I apologise. Now Julia has got 2 on the bar, and she should be playing on for a gammon. So, don't worry about the back checkers, just bring another checker down. So, this one, okay. So, but now the blitz is over, Kaken has anchored, so now it's a change of game plan. So make the bar with the 1 and come up 24-20 with the rearmost checker. So Julia's home board will enable her to withstand most attacks, but 6-6 is a fantastic roll. This looks as if it's going to be played 22-10 twice. She has to leave a shot, whatever she does, but if she plays 22-10 twice, she basically creates a nice broken prime, and then if white doesn't roll a 6, blue will be in a strong position. So I can't see an alternative here. I mean, you could play 22-16 twice, hit with the 6, 11-5, and come down 13-7. But the way to victory is to create that prime. So to me, this is 22 to 10 twice. It leaves 11, 13 shots. It's only 6 plus 4, 2. Yeah, but double 6 in reply. So now, probably Julia can just move the 2 back checkers, hitting as she goes. Yeah. So now the question is, Julia's hugely ahead in the race. She can cash this at any point and take a 1-0 lead. Is she good enough to play on? Well, she can take a roll here. I'm not sure that the 1-2 was correct. I might have held back because you're not trying to escape. You're trying to avoid being gammoned. So here, simply 10 to 8 and 6 to 5 will be the correct move. You keep the win in hand and then look at the opportunity for a gammon. 6 to 3 is probably an overplay without the cube having been turned. So 46 pip lead in the race. Blue will make the 5 point. And again, there's pretty much a free roll here for white to play on for the gammon. So any combination of 2, 4, and 5 is all right. Now she's not going to hit loose. You can either play 5 to 1 or probably even 7 to 6, 7 to 4, creating 4 builders to attack the blue block on white's 3 point. So again, keeping the win in hand. 6-5. Now blue can either run away and concede a single game or hope that Julia plays on for a little bit too long. Again, the only bad rolls for white here are 6-1, 6-5. Everything else plays pretty much okay. So I would stay just to put the pressure on, but okay. So again, still a 31 pip lead in the race. Even 6-4 plays safely. So yeah, 2-1, perfect, makes the point. Now can play on for the gammon. Players in general don't play on long enough for the gammon in match play because they're too used to playing for money. This can be just 2 in, and then she can make a decision as to whether to play on next time or again. So now blue's board is getting quite strong, and any 6 by white will now leave a shot, barring double 6. So this is probably a cash, I would think. You just take the point, because what you don't want to do is roll 6-2 or something, leave a shot. Do you win twice as many games as you lose gammons here? Probably not. So I'd cash the point as white. Let's see what Julia does. And she's already used 3 minutes of her 7 minutes. So this is a pass. But look at the time. So this was a very fast time limit. The players are going to have to think and play very quickly. So, standard opening roll, blue should hit 6 to 4 and split 24-23. And again, fairly standard stuff. White will come in and run to her 14 point. Double 4. So looks like 3 of them are obvious. You make the 4 point, you make the 9 point. And then you either play 13 to 9 with the 4th one, or because you've got the better board, you challenge with 24 to 20. So this looks correct. 6 and 2, this can be played safe. So that would leave an equal position and an equal race. So hitting looks a bit rich with 3 blocks spread around, and she's also leading 1-0. So this looks like the right play. No cube as yet. So blue can now take the anchor and work on constraining the white's rear block. Now white should stay back. There's no point coming up 24-22. It just comes under the range of another attacker. So I believe she should play 6-4, 6-3. She needs to build a board, so she's got a strong board so that when she runs, blue will have to think some time about hitting. 3-2, this looks like 8-3, I would think here. Yeah. Now, has blue got a double? She's got a good positional double here because there are a lot of gammons. So I would have looked at that a little bit longer. Here you attack a lone back checker, you prime an anchor. So here white has a lone back checker. This looks to me as if 4-3 should be played by hitting 8-1. If it's hit back, lost on 4 point on the other side. If white stays out, there's some gammon potential, and certainly a cube if white stays out. Playing passively here is probably the wrong idea. So you could play 13-9, 8-5, but that gives white the chance to run out in an even game or build her board. So I'd be hitting here. Let's see what Keika does. So, okay, so she's played the passive move. So here, now you play 8-4 and 24-23, the idea of escaping the rear checker. That would have been a perfect roll for white if blue had hit. So, and again, now you can play safe here. Or you can play 6-2, 10-7. So after the roll, blue will have a 5-pip lead. Now, the point about this is if you don't hit now, you're going to have to hit later. So this is one of those scenarios where I think she should have hit now. White will run away. So 2s and 9s hit. Now, Julia has managed to escape. So here, blue's strategy now changes to one of containment. 4-3 plays itself. She'll make the 10 point. Then she'll have 4 stripped outfield points, which is always a danger sign. For the moment, yeah, there's no need for blue to cede the midpoint. 5 and 1, she should clear the 11 point and give herself some spares. 4 and 2, you make the 2 point, yeah. 5 and 3, perfect rolls, 2 down from the midpoint. So now let's look at the race. It's a 3-pip race, so the cube won't be moving yet. So this will be 10-4, 8. Yeah. White won't be cubing until she gets a lead in the race or blue's board begins to disintegrate. So double 1, it's probably worth making the 7 point to constrain those rear checkers, making the bar point. Yeah. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. So that's all forced. Now this gets closer to a cube. Now you can make the ace point. So you might. These positions are always difficult. So when is the right movement to double? Well, 4-1 further damages blue's board. Now at some point, blue is going to have to go with a 4 or a 6, and then white will have an attack with the remaining checkers. She's probably just going to clear this, right? So now she's got to go, and now ideally you need about a minute to think about this. So 1s, 3s, 5s all hit, so that's 27 numbers. The 9 numbers that make the point are very powerful. The white's distribution is not great, and she is 14 pips behind in the race. So now probably, okay, so, whoops, that's going to be the end of this. Double 6 is 28 pips ahead. Double 5, good reply, but not good enough. This is still a double and a pass, big pass. It's going to be 1-all in a moment. Blue is ahead in the race. White has gaps on the 5 point, and they both have wastage on the board. So this will be a pass. I can't see Julia taking this one. Every time she rolls a 5, it's going to be bad. Then later on, when she rolls 2s, it's going to be bad. Yeah, so 1-all. Okay. So now you've got a choice how you play your 4-3. The score is level. And now blue will hit with a 4 and split with a 1 at the back. Standard opening sequence. Yeah, the whole idea here is to take a tempo for your opponent so she doesn't have time to develop her own position. So beginners have trouble hitting in this sort of scenario, but it is absolutely correct. This looks like coming in with a 4 and then playing 13 to 11 to create another builder. She came up with the 2. It's sort of all right, but I'd have preferred to develop another checker off the midpoint. This is an awkward roll, so you can come in on the 24 point and hit loose, or you can go to the 23 point. So she's a long way behind, so I'd actually hit. Okay, so white will now make the 5 point up, which is a huge improvement. And again, so blue has countered by making a very good anchor. 1, 2, 3. There's probably no excitement here. You can play 21 to 6 and 13 to 8 with the idea then of the game plan of just escaping the last rear checker. The alternative is to make a 3 point and play 21 to 16 with the last 5. So, yeah, this is a good asset, and I think that was actually the right move rather than the more passive one I initially suggested. This is an ugly roll because you can't move the checker on the 23 point. You're not going to move the checkers on the 21 point. Therefore, the 6 is pretty much forced at 13 to 7. And then you decide that you're either going to play passively by playing 7 to 4 or play aggressively by playing 6 to 3. Now, so this is the more aggressive play. Now, 31 pips ahead, 1, 2, 3 blocks to shoot at and the better board based on position, race and threat. This is a pretty clear cue, which is excellently executed by Julia. Now, this is not a great position as blue. She's got absolutely nothing developed. And in a 5-7 point match, there are a lot of gammons in this position. So has she got enough winning chances to take? Her chances largely rest in making a second anchor, but then you're in a back game. So, so into hit 4 probably here. So yeah, nicely played again. Good reply. The 5's awkward. It hit with a 2, and then probably you're going to have to play 8 to 3. For want of any better 5, you can try the double tiger play, 7 to 2. Well, it looks a bit rich. So the 2 is going to be very clear. Obviously, she has to come in. But she needs to come. She's already down to 2 minutes, 42 seconds. So this match is going to be time pressured from here on in. Right. So she elected in the end to play 13 to 8. Now, so basically, she's now going to fall into a back game. Now, that's time consuming at this time limit. So this is now going to be a pretty long game, and it would be nice to be able to discuss the whys and wherefores. 1-3, she should just come into the 21 point and give herself a spare to run with. White's game plan is just to come home. So 21 to 16 is clear with a 5. A little bit of flexibility doesn't hurt, and she may want to correct the timing somewhat. So I'd actually just play 21 to 15 here. Being hit doesn't hurt at all, and gives some flexibility on the 4s. So do you bother to hit is really the question here. You can hit and slot. You can, you can certainly not going to hit and come to the 6 point. That's too inflexible. You can start 2 points. You're not going to win this by going forwards as blue. So you're probably going to have to rely on the back game. In that case, you could play 8 to 4, 8 to 5 to start 2 points. You need. So 6-4. Okay, makes the 9 point. And again, white is creating stepping stones to get the checkers home. Double 6 is a bit too quick. So now blue will have good timing. Makes the 4 point with the 5, 4. Now white needs to dismantle her prime. Obviously having 6 prime is great, but it's pretty irrelevant when you're playing against a back game. That's not a good roll for Keiko because it's too quick. That's a very poor roll for Julia. So she is going to play 93 twice, 7-1 twice. And now blue has a perfectly timed back game. 6-1 is a miss. So she needs to escape the spare checker on the 21 point, sorry. She doesn't have time to make the inner board. She needs to create time to maintain her home board while she waits for the next shot. So I don't know why she's thinking here. She could play 93 2-1, but then she rolls double 4 next time and the game evaporates. So in essence, you've got to run out here. And she's also using her time. So she's got to go. Right, so now this looks like it's a bit of an ugly roll. So it's going to be 9-6, 5-1. Okay. Just 14-6, 4-2. Can still play safe. So it's going to be 5-1, probably 3-1 as well. Yeah. That's annoying for blue because she would have, for Keiko, she'd like to have made her home board preparatory to getting a hit. So she really doesn't want to take checkers beyond where they want to live. So now that's just a 5. So it's going to be that. Okay, 4 and hit. So it's going to be hit and do something with a 1. 1, 2, 3. Continuing it gives a good double 5. Right. So now the question is, do you make the ace point with the 4? Because then your checker on the 2 point is never going anywhere. If you look at white's entering rolls, something like 1-5 is a mess. So yeah. Oh, but double 1. So again, not enough time to accurately analyse. That's 6-4. It's a great shame. So now 2 checkers on the bar. Staying out now. 2 or 6 will 3-1. Ugh, what a mess. This is the problem when you've got effectively 5 dead checkers. 2 in, and now blue is going to be favourite. So the key question is, when can blue redouble? Here, she's got to come in and come up. She stays back, she's not going anywhere. How often does white win from here? Well, not very often. And strangely enough, she loses quite a few gammons as well. So she could have cashed, I believe. So she can make the ace point. Yeah. Oh, sorry, she made the bar. 6-2 is okay. You just come in for that. So whilst the 3 point remains open, white has some win chances, but quite remote. And I suspect that there are a lot of. So here, probably in on the 5 point, and then 12-6, or to the 14 point to cover the outfield. The question is, do you want to attack inside or outside? She's going to run out of time unless she plays quickly. So that was the wrong move, I think, because having that bar point made was very important. She should probably... so she's sort of let Julia escape here. So the 3 is going to be... 3-2 is... You're going to hit again now. You just keep hitting now. Again, so now she should make the 8 point. Oh, sorry, didn't see the hit. Right, so now blue has gammon chances. Ooh, does that cover? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. You can cover from the 23 point. Yeah. So we played 23-3, making the 5 prime. The question is she going to see it quickly enough to avoid having to make a move because she's running out of time? No, she missed it. Okay. So white is clinging on to life quite grimly here. There will have been some doubles missed in here, certainly. After that initial hit, was blue always too good, or should she have been playing on? So now she has an anchor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs to get some coverage in the outfield, so it could be 8, 5, and 23-14. Yeah. So that's a hit. So this is again awkward. So pick and pass, that gets 1 checker home. Now blue's a long way from a double. Having said that, 6-2. Out, and a great roll by white to come out. 6 is 6, then what do you do with the 1? Yeah. 5 is 5, and you can play 4-1 with the 3, which argues for having made a slightly different move last time. She should have slotted the point there, I think. Now, another great, needed the 2, absolutely needed the 2. So, again, how often is white going to escape from here? And the answer is actually not very often. So she should be looking at redoubling. She's gone beyond gammon country. And now this makes a 3 point. It does. Sorry, my misanalysis. So she should be redoubling. No. Okay. So 6 in, 5 off. Run away. And you can cash this at any point. Yeah. So this will be a pass. So because of the speed limit, there were some potential redoubles. There was a double 5 misplayed. It goes to show how difficult it is to play backgammon at speed. You have to be a very accomplished, very experienced player not to make mistakes at the sort of speed they're playing at. And Keiko, with only 52 seconds left, is going to struggle for the rest of this match. So Julia needs to create positions that take a great deal of time and complexity to play so she can take advantage of time limit advantage that she has. So so you want to come in on the 24 point to create what's called a goalkeeper. Yeah, this is fine. 4-1, you make the 9 point. 6-2, this is easy backgammon, easy to play. In and up, all right, because she's still, so that's not so good. Okay, so she's elected to go into a 12-pip race. So here you've got the choice of 20-14, 8-6, or 20-16, which I prefer, 13-11 twice, creating more builders for the 5 point and making it easier to get home. So, yeah. Okay, unluckily got hit, so 2 hit and down, in and out. So you come in and you come out so that blue can't both make the point and hit you. Make the bar. It's only going to hit. So after that, you might as well make the bar and play 13-11. So in 5 and play 3 behind. 6 and 1, you're going to hit. So 13-7, 6-5. 5, the 2's ugly, so you can duplicate 1s by playing 3-1. Yeah. That's a poor roll for blue. She's got to come in 4, and she needs to do it quickly. Yeah. 4-3, you're going to hit because the 1 is good, the 5 is also pretty good. It's going to hit and make the point. So Julia doing everything possible to escape. Oh, that was a good shot, and you hit again. So good sequence for blue, but a good reply from Julia as white. 4-3. Yeah. Was that the 3? Okay, 2-1. You just come up again. You're hoping your prime is going to hold up on the other side. So here you play 8-5, 7-3. You might as well attack. You've got the better board. It's no good playing passively here. You could play 8-5, 8-4, which gives you actually a broken prime. So it's something that absolutely should be considered. But at 27, that's a double tiger play that doesn't look right. 6-4. Okay, 5-4. So it's a very fast sequence. Just come in and make the point. 13-7, 4-3. Again, don't delay. Yeah. So 4-3. Now you can make the 5 point, or you can hit outside. Now I think actually hitting outside is better here. You gain in the race because you'll be fine. Here you come in 5, smack with a 3. Oh, not smacking with a 3. So I was going to say, Julia, I think, has a cube here because it's difficult for blue to actually win this game. So she can hit twice, which she elects not to do. This is going to be just a runaway. And again, you've got 3 checkers trapped behind a 5-point broken prime here. So yes, you're in it till the end as blue, but given the time limits here and given the complexity of getting all of this right, I'd be shipping the cube, even if it's not technically correct. So 4-1, you make the bar and then worry about what else you could have done later. So this is the problem with blue's position. The board is going to crunch. She has reasonable equity till the end. So now you can make the 4-point and the 3-point. I'm not sure about that one. But again, so after the roll, that she will be 3 pips ahead. So you might want to keep that prime for a minute and just make the ace point. Oh, sorry, 1, yeah. So 14-4, 6-1 twice to stop blue running away with a 6. Yeah, all right, this play. 5-3 is a great roll because it escapes the checker. 5-3 the other way. Now she's probably going to come in off the 11 point. Makes the ace point while she's thinking. Makes the 2 point for white. Starts the 5 point and plays 12-10 for blue. Now white is a long way ahead. 6-2, you just clear and then rip them off. So 6 is out, then 7-5. Oh, double 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably just make 3 point and by pick and passing. So there's a few gammons for white. There's a few wins for blue when white rolls an unfortunate 6-1 or 5-1. 4-2, difficult choice. You probably don't win enough gammons to justify 4 off, 2 off, or even, so. This is going to be a 2-point game unless Kakin is particularly unlucky. So this is going to be 3-all, and we're going to be at 4 away, 4 away. So doubling decisions are not normal at this score because potential for a gammon with a cube on 2 means you've got to be very hesitant about taking a gammonish double. This will reset in a minute. Kakin's down to 27 seconds. Julia's only got 2 minutes. And the pressure becomes intensified now. 4-2. So you should don't delay, don't waste your time, just make a move. Yeah, thank you. Okay, good reply. Make the bar point and the 5 point. So now you can split and come down, or just bring 2 down. Splitting I quite like, given that there are only 8 checkers in the attack zone. So, double 4. Just make the. You could just make the 5 point, or you certainly play 13 to 9-2, and then think about the other 2. But I like this. The 4, 5, 6 points together are called a rack. So now you make the 4 point with this 3-2. Yeah, hello. No, that isn't right. Julia would have stayed on the bar if Kagan had made the right play there. I think basically she missed the play because of the time constraint. 1, and now Julia should double. There's a big gammon threat here. 3 checkers back. Yeah, so it's a 1 point win. Off we go. 3-1. So that was just an error, I think, due to time pressure. Okay. Now, 3 away, 4 away is the most difficult of all scores to manage from a doubling cue perspective. What have we got here? 4-1. She's behind, so she's actually playing the priming game, which is fine. Julia will make the bar point. 6 and 2, bar point on the other side. Could make 3 point, but I think making the bar is better. This is a bit of a mess. So you stack 2 checkers on the. So 13 to 7, I think, is fair. Well, you could keep the midpoint and play 8 to 2, 6 to 5, actually. Because you don't want to cede control of all the outfield here. Yeah, I like this play. Run away, 3-6. I'm not going to make the 2 point. You've got to hope that the prime holds up. The other alternative is 2 down. Now, Julia's got 6, 8, 9, 11 checkers in the attack zone. So this is not unreasonable, but now blue should cue because white is out.
Julia, can I hear me? Hi, Julia.
So didn't double. So now this is going to be 13 to 7, 10 to 5, or you make the 2 point. So now 4, you probably got to split. So yeah. So opportunity missed, I think, by Kagan. But again, down to 13 seconds, it's not surprising. So she's going to run out of time in a minute. Whoops. 1-5. This is a very complex position. Make the 4 point. Don't make the 2 point. Yeah. Right. Right. So now I think blue should cue because of the score and the gammon threat. So the 6 is going to come out. And 7 to 6. Oh, great roll. So out and make the point. Play quickly. Yeah. And now this is over. So it should double. Yeah. So there was a doubling opportunity missed earlier, unfortunately. So now we're at 3 away, 3 away. Fundamental rule and doubling 3 away, 3 away. You double early and you drop early. It's just the way the match equity percentages work. 3-2 is awkward. So probably come up with a 3, 23 to 20, and come down with a 2. Yeah. 4-1, you probably should hit twice. You know, so again, there was an option of hitting twice, and she probably did not have time to analyse it. So in 3, hit 4. Just keep. Okay, so that's a very passive play. So 23 to 20, 11 to 9. Save the 1, 8. Yeah, okay. 5 and 3, make the point. So the commentary is getting as quick as the play here. Double 1 makes the bar point the 5 point. 2-6, yeah, in and out, fine. 22 pips, but blue has an anchor. Nearly worth putting the pressure on with a double there. It's just that white has slightly better. Probably not quite good enough, but it's close. So you can play this safe. 3 and 1, make 2 point probably. You don't give anything else up. 6 and 1 is. So what's the race? Yeah. So again, she didn't have time to think. 5 and 4. You can come off the bar. Yeah. Shouldn't be. She could have run just as well. She didn't. So I was in the middle of analysing that when we play. Ooh, double 4, nice roll. Out 2, down 2, not a lot of choice. Yeah. So now she's 38 pips ahead. Okay. No immediate market losers potentially. So that's going to be 2 in. Yeah. And now blue has strengthened the board. So that's fine. White strengthens the board by making the ace point. So no excitement. 13 to 5. Oh, can't play 13 to 5. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Down to 9 seconds. 4-1. Yuck. So you don't really want to have 2 blocks. So it looks like 9 to 5, 9 to 8. There's even an argument 6 to 5, 6 to 2. But how on earth do you get home after that? So now she's got spare to play with. Again, she should not offer anything here. 8 to 2, 5 to 1. And now something's got to give. So it's either 2 out or 6 to 1, 6 to 2. She's behind in the race, which sort of argues for 6 to 1, 6 to 2. This gives good out-of-board coverage. And that's an interesting roll. She's forced to basically play this. This doesn't look like a double, but it's a good hit. Now, 2 is great, in with a 1, then decide whether you're doubling or not. Okay, so now she could play on for 1 roll, but double 4, double 3, 4, 3 are all a nightmare, so you double. This is going to be blocked. Yeah. Okay, so now 2 away versus 3 away. And the person at 3 away should be doubling quickly, but double 6 is a great roll to prevent that happening. Plus 13 to 7. So Julia ideally would like to win an undouble gammon here. That's the standard technique. This is going to be that and that. That's fine. Double 4. So she should play 18 to 10 twice, and then she should double. Because she's 30 pips ahead. Now, a lot of people don't double this situation because they think they're winning and they shouldn't. Oh, nice cube. Nice cube, good drop. Well played. All right, so now Crawford game. Standard play is to hit and come down 13 to 9. 5, 6. Okay, no excitement yet. 2, 6, in and out to the bar. Double 6, very good. It doesn't do Caken any good at all to win a gammon here. Winning a backgammon is fine. Let's have a look at how this has developed. Take the 5-point anchor, I would imagine, here. Yeah. Oh, now again, she can hit 2. Probably should do. Yeah. 4, 2, make the point. Could well win a gammon, and then we get 6 all double match point. Oh, but double 3. So now you come in and make the 5-point. Come in and make the 5-point. Yeah, well done. 6 and 4. Okay, starter point, slot cover, slot cover, slot cover. So 6 to 4. Yeah. Got to come in 13 to 4. Missed the shot, 2 down. Okay. 6-3, great clearing number. 13 to 4. Make the point, split the midpoint checkers. Yeah. 4-1, she's just got it. 6 to 1. 4-3, make the 3-point. Absolutely perfect. 5-3 is a great roll. 5-1 makes the bar. Now, can she clear the 6-point? She can. Great roll again. Okay, good. Start to run away and just make sure you don't lose a triple. Right, rip them off. Nothing else to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 10 checkers over there. So now you keep ripping them off. I think that's wrong. I think you just keep ripping them off so that if you do get a hit, you win. But this is now going to guarantee the win for blue. This is going to be a gammon. It's going to be 6-all. We're going to be at double match point. No excitement here. The excitement has been and gone for this game. So double match point. Keep all the checkers in play. You can't gammons are irrelevant, so you play purely. So 6-all, 1 game to go. 5-1, you hit. Double 6, that's great. 4-1, you, I think, play 8, 7, and 13 to 9. Here you come in on the ace and start the 5-point. Hit, and probably up to the 2 as well. You don't want to take the last sparrow off the midpoint too soon. In and hit, in and out. There's an argument for 13 to 7, but I think this is the right play. Okay. Oops. 2, 6, right, 4, 3. So you make the 5-point, think about the 4. You're probably going to come up because the race is quite close. Yeah. 6, 5. Okay. Heading for freedom. Make the anchor and hit with the 4-1. So 24, 28, 7. Yeah. Come up all the way, trying to escape. And it's a 7-pip race, so this could end up being very, very close. 6, 4. Ooh, 6, 4, you make 2-point. You can do that. If you hit, what do you do with the 6? Well, you probably hit because you can't think of anything else to do with the 6. And she has got a little bit of time left. If you play 13 to 7, the 4 is awkward, so I like this play. You can make the 3-point here, just 10 to 3. Seems logical. Now she's probably got to come in and try and escape. 6, 3, you're going to hit loose. 4, 6 is a great roll, in and out. 1, 2, you create a goalkeeper by coming in on the ace point and then play 6 to 4. So now you're 9 pips behind. So, but blue's numbers are going to play awkwardly here. 4, 3. So the 4 is clear. You make the point, and then you could quite happily play 13 to 10 here. Okay. 5, 3, double 3. Ooh, nice roll. Certainly 2 of them. I would have looked at unstacking the midpoint, but I didn't have time. 5, 1. Okay, so now that goalkeeper on the 24 point is basically going to decide the game, and this is a shot, which is why I would have looked at unstacking the 3-point earlier. 6 and 1, pick and pass, or just go, don't even pick. Now you've got to come off the 22 point, sorry, the 20 point. And then play 3 to 2. Oh, okay. So pick and pass, 3. In with a 3, down with a 6. Keeping as much contact as possible. Now it's going to get interesting. So you could play 8. Right, so she made the 5-point, which is probably right. Now you can make the 4-point. So blue, big favourite. You've got to come in and come out. 4, 3, just come in with 2 checkers. Double 3 is a real mess because that destroys the board. This is pretty much forced. Then you can pick and pass or make the 3-point. So again, no time to look at it. So from a race perspective, you're going to get hit loose possibly if you don't come out, and then if you come out, you probably should, because then 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3 are all bad. Double 6, unfortunately, is very good. If she'd stayed back, she would have missed anyway. So this looks like game and match to Japan in this particular fixture. So barring a miracle, and that basically involves 4 doubles, I think we can safely say that this is a fine win for Japan. Bad luck to Julia. And she has conceded. So that is 1 point to Japan. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back on at 2 o'clock with the next round. Bad luck, Julia. Yes, I'm doing the 2 o'clock one. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. What was the first one? Are you going to put a link in again or not? Yeah. Okay. All right. There was some very interesting positions in that match, but the time limit was draconian. So there wasn't enough time to think about quite a few of the plays.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the result?
The result?
May I write myself or you write? Sorry, I have to mute. How about the result? Score sheet. May I write myself or?
Who's updating the spreadsheet, Julia?
You write the result.
All right, Julia's updating the spreadsheet.
Julia.
I'm just going to get a glass of water. I'll be back in about 1.5 minutes.
May I write the chart, the result?
Yes, I can.
And Julia write the scoreboard. Uh-huh. How are you? The meeting is over? Okay. So what's that? British beer, isn't it?
It's cushion.
A cushion.
It's a cushion.
So cute. Yeah. Can you see all KK-san's cushion? British. Come from British. The line is so cool. Red and white and blue. So cool. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Martin.
Yes, hi.
On the chat, we write the score, and you or Julia write the scoreboard. Is it right? Julia isn't here. Oh, maybe Julia. Yeah, write the score. Okay. I got it.
You want Julia for the scoreboard?
Well, I believe Julia is updating the spreadsheet. It's now 4-2 to Japan.
Yes. 4-2.
Martin,
Oh, Gucci.
hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing great, except we're losing.
Oh, great. Well, I mean, obviously you guys playing better, but so my question is, if Julia give a permission for somebody else to update the score, we could update the score as well. You know, because Julia is also playing. Like if she could give a permission to up the score to you or some Japanese who is not playing, then maybe we can update the score arrive, you know.
Good evening, Moshi.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Okay, thank you.
Did you see Japanese streaming? Of course, you are not seeing because you're too busy.
No,
but
yeah,
but we are doing really great because we are showing a live score in the live streaming, in the Japanese streaming. So that's amazing.
Ooh.
Hi, Julia.
Oh, Julia, right. We need you to grant permission to for Mochi or his colleagues to update the score.
Yeah, that would be better because you are playing, and you know, we could give a permission to somebody not playing so that they can do live update. You could give the permission to this guy. I just wrote in chat and Zoom.
And can you start the next match is the time, isn't it?
It is now 2 o'clock our time.
When should we start playing?
Do you see the email address in the chat, Julia? Okay. All right, great, thank you. Great.
And Julia, are you ready to play? No? Yeah, I can wait. Okay.
I assume it's close to the end. What's her nickname? It's. Let's just have a quick look at. Okay, now. Yeah, I've got it. Okay. Oh no, wrong one. Oh, I've got
Julia,
the wrong one. Yeah.
Did you get CJ's result?
Okay, thank you. I've got it. So, good afternoon again. Chris Bray here, commentating. What have we got? We've got Maiko playing blue and CJ Utley playing white. The score is 0-0. We're in the first game and we join it. White has a 2-1 to play, which that looks a bit passive, could have hit. No reason not to really. Owning the 2 point that early is not great because the 6 is a block. So here we go. That should be 5-3, 23 to 18. Down with 3. Oh, I come up with a 3. All right, I don't mind that. So now you can either play 13 to 3 or make the 2 point. That might be quite close. So now you need a game plan. The race is pretty equal. The checker back on the 21 points, not doing a whole lot. It has some influence on the rest of the board. You play 13 to 8 here. This is the other plan, but now you're going to get hit. 2-5, and no doubt that you're going to get hit. So 3, this plays itself in and hit. Okay. Double 5. All right, so we can come in, make the 3 point, and then think about the other one. Everything else looks a little bit too passive. So it comes down with the last one to keep pressure on the blot on the 9 point. So basically behind in position, it looks like bar 21, 6 to 5 looks a bit big to me. Got away with that. 5 and 1. All right. You can have a very strange structure of owning the 16 point here. Okay, hit gets hit again. 5, 6, come out with a 6, triplicating 2s. All right, or slot. Makes the 5 point. I'm pretty sure about this one. Yeah. And now either too good or cash. That's a very quick decision. So this is probably, it's going to be 16 to 10. And probably you should actually play 23 to 18. This is okay, but if she anchors, not clear to me why she's, I suppose, playing on for a gammon. So now you hit, you come down with the 4. All right. Okay. So I think she should have positioned her checkers to attack. Now you play 16 to 10, 23 to 18, because there's no danger and it creates an extra attacker. No, not doing that. All right. Run away or hit loose. Given that blue has no board at all, I like this play. Just correct that. Blue now has a board and a defense. Double 1 is a mat. Actually, sorry, it's 3 on the bar. So, yeah. Now, again, I think you should be pretty much doubling here.
Well, I'm just sending a message to Karuka, whatever her name is.
So this is going to be in 23 to 20. Yeah, this is the right to play. So again, you need to think about whether you're doubling in these situations here. That's a 91 pip in the lead race. Blue's checkers are totally disconnected all over the board. That doesn't mean it isn't to take, but you need to give some thought to doubling. So is this 3 and 5? Yeah. So now the double is gone. Now you come in, you come 22 to 16. You don't want the checkers separated. You want the checkers talking to each other whilst you've got the stronger inner board. So, typical case in point. Blue can't afford to spread checkers out all over the board because of white's home board. So you just keep sitting until white rolls an awkward number. I think this is the right idea. This is a relatively awkward number because now white's army is separated. 6 and 2 is a real weird roll. You'd probably just take the 10 point and then work on constraining those 2 checkers back on blue's 2 point. Yeah. Now those rear checkers need to get going. So actually, I think you need to move both of them. You certainly can't afford to play passively here. You are 58 pips ahead. No, this is, I think, the wrong idea because now you've given blue command of the outer board. So blue can hit here and play 16 to 9, or probably better is, yeah, this move. So this is going to be fun. Do you make the 4 point? Well, given that nearly all numbers escape, and 5-4 is an ugly roll, So blue can play this safely. It's very hard to see a play. All the plays, other than 15 to 10, yeah, so this is safe, but now runaway. So the 6 comes out 24 to 18 because that's forced. The question is, how do you play the 2? Now, again, this is, so again, not enough time to analyse that in any great depth. You can't go around slotting, so at some point, yeah, so this looks like a pass to me. You're 32 pips ahead, you've got the better ball. There are gammon threats. It's hard to see how blue wins from here because white's just going to run away and blue can't afford to mount an attack because if she does, the likelihood is she'll get gammoned. So certainly in a 7-point match, I think this is a pretty clear pass. Unless blue thinks she's going to roll double 3, double 1, double 2. Yeah, so that was pretty obvious. She could have doubled a lot earlier then. So again, this time limit is quite constraining because you just don't have the time to think. So now with your opponent having made the bar point, you run away. Now it's an interesting case for 24-18, 13 to 8, but 24-13 is also all right. 5 is played 14 to 9 fairly clearly, and then you probably play 24-23 to freeze some of the builders on the other points. This is a bit, I think you've got to do something with the rear checker there. So, and again, it's a race here, so yeah. This is going to be fun. They're going to trade 4 1s indefinitely, so 13 to 9 looks clear. And again, do you just play 13 to 8 again, or do you play 24 to 23? I'm not sure I like that play. 5 and 3, so 3 and 5 and 3 down makes the 4 point. The problem here is that white has done nothing to activate the rear checker at a time when blue has got a block. 6-5, you run away, and if your opponent doesn't hit, you're going to be cubing. So 6-1, you can play 13-7, 6-5, but you are going to be doubled because the potential of blue's position now is very high. Okay, making the bar is fine, but there are a lot of rolls here that make a 4-point prime for a 5-point prime. I see no reason not to double, particularly losing. Yeah, we like the double. Now, can she take? Well, she probably squeeze a take out of this. But it's because she failed to activate the rear checkers earlier. So you probably come up 24, 22 to make that. Okay. So I would have come up, but now we haven't come up. So we're going to play. Yeah, this is okay. Now the rear checker probably has to stay where it is because coming up with a 1 doesn't add value, just make the bar point here. Or you can make the ace point, but I would make the bar point. She came up with a 1, okay. But one of the issues about coming up with a 1 is that it gives blue a 6 to play at a point when she didn't have a 6 to play in some instances. You're going to be 11 pips behind after the roll. So now you just make the 4-point and roll the prime as blue. Making the 2-point would be wrong. So 20 pip lead. So maybe you come up with a 1 to force the issue. Hello, what happened there? Sorry, I missed a sequence somehow. 6-5 makes the bar. Okay, now white needs an ace. That's an ace. 23, 22, 13, 10, 2, 6. And stop and think. So the race is equal, but you have 6s to escape. You also have numbers that point on blue to give you time to create an escape. Nearly all sixes lose the market by a dramatic amount, case proven. So I think that was potentially a redouble, which was missed. Now you play on. No, you play on for the gammon because there is no row after which blue can take next time. So that was a freebie turned down by CJ. So 6-4 in response to 6-4, you make the 2 point. This is the wrong idea. If your opponent's made the 2 point, you don't give the potential for a blitz attack. So blue should have just made her own 2 point there. So this is going to be 24, 21, 13 to 9. And double 4. So hits on the 4 points. And think about the other 3. So you can make 2 points here with 8-4 twice, 6-2 twice. You can make the 5 point and hit loose. You can. That's probably about it. Yeah. So I like this play because if so 5 is all right, but 2 is horrible. Now I'm doubling whatever white plays here because I've got the potential for a blitz attack and I'm 0-3 down. So again, if you're 0-3 down and you've got gammon potential, the cube needs to be travelling. So that looked like the right play. Now she can cash. Is she good enough to play on? No, not good enough to play on, but white's position is horrible. So you just drop. That's fine. 3-1. Okay, 6-5, 6-5. 2 lovers leaps. 13-8, 24, 23. I've seen people play 6-5 here. It's not the world's worst play. We're going to get a mirror image in a moment. 13-8, 24, 23. Again, there's an argument for this looks like the last game where they traded 4 1s on an indefinite basis. So I like this play this time. Okay, make the point now. Can blue run away? No, she can make a 5 point though, which is so she has the better point and a 6-bit lead in the race. White will run away. 6-2 because there's nothing better and it's a reasonable game plan. Ooh, 3 is good, and then 6-5 with 1. Yeah. Oh, good reply. Hit from the bar. Now 5 and 6. Where's the 6 going? And again, people double far too late in short matches. You need to apply pressure. So the 6 here is quite awkward because either, yeah, okay, 1, make the 4 point. So again, the plays are coming fast and furious. So with a 9-pip lead there and some potential market loss, oh, mind, she's leading 3-1, so perhaps not. So now you just play this safe. Yeah. Now 5 and 2. So 8-3, 7-5 probably. You could run away, but that leaves the rear checker stranded and 11 pips behind. So you really want the rear checkers to talk to each other and ideally anchor. Oh, wow, 3. Okay, so makes the point. Makes a 5 point and plays 13 to 10 twice. I think it's too big to go blitzing. I'm not sure about this play. Okay. Well, again, here you can just play 10 to 4. You're not going to leave 2 blocks in the outfield for a freak hit. So up to the 23 point, the 2 of them. So you lose far less gammons from the 23 point. But now 26 pips ahead. Blue's got 2 outside strip points, and despite the fact you're 3-1 ahead, I think this was a cube. Now you play 4 down with the double 2, which solves the problem of clearing the midpoint. 13 to 9 does nothing, unfortunately, except create 2 strip points. Okay, 27 pips ahead. You've got to cash. Well, you've got to make your opponent play to play on in these positions. So if she played 4 down with a double 2 last roll, she'd have had a nice, easy 6-3 to play. As it is now, all 6s except double 6 leave a shot. So, and there is a horrible case in point. So this is going to be 2 down because you've got to leave 2 numbers anyway, and it's no more numbers if you play 2 down. And it's much more difficult to tidy up if you play 13-7, 6-1 here. So 13-7 is forced, it's the only legal 6. And then you must play 13-8. And it's not a double, irrespective of the score. You've got to hit first. There is potential, obviously. 2-1 is, right now she must cash this position. You're not going to win enough gammons to justify playing on. So yeah, that's fine. So 4-1, much better on the time in this match than they were in the first match. They've still got plenty of time each, although it is a very fast time limit. 2, 5, 3. So once you've made the 4 point, you can make the 3 point. Double 1, you make the 5 point and the bar point. So this is not too difficult. It's a lovely block. So now you've got to come up with 2 and think about the 3. So you can't play 13-8 here because that's too passive and allows white total control of the outfield. I don't like that play. 6, you come down. And do you split? So you've got the better board, yeah. 2, 4, so 9 checkers in the attack zone. That works. 6-4 makes a 2 point. 1 is good. That's good. So behind in the race, you've got a choice of this, 13-9. You hold the anchor. So, yeah. 6 and 3, probably just going to play 13-4 for the time being. Because blue will run out of time before white in this situation because blue is ahead in the race. So the alternative, obviously, is 24-15. That wouldn't have worked very well. So you make the bar point. Sorry, you make the 5 point and think about the other 2. There is no safe plan. You could make the bar, that's the only other option. But against an anchor, you tend to make the 5 point. Against a single checker, you'll quite often make the. That's a bigger play. 4-1. So you're going to be forced to leave something. You can play 7-3, 6-5. This is 2 blots. So now didn't stop to think. Probably wasn't a double, but at least stop and think. You've got time. Now you make the 2 point or 4-3. So this is going to be crunch time in a moment. 3 down, 2 in. So blue desperately needs a 2. And without that, her board is going to crunch. Just look at the impact of something like double 4 or double 3. 4-3 is all right for 1 roll. So this is effectively a prime versus prime position where white has the slightly better timing, but blue has the slightly better board. Double 1 is an absolutely fantastic roll. Excuse me. Right. 3 and 2. This is pretty much forced. So you could play off the 5 point. Okay. All right. First 6 wins. It's a new game. So 1's a good, 5's a good, 6 good. Obviously, blue has to come out with 6-3, double 3. So white was winning and is now comprehensively losing. So there's no point in can't. The only safe play is 5-2. So now, is blue good enough to play on for a gammon? I missed the doubling cube. I do apologise. I have not realised this is going to be a drop. Yeah, so now it's 4-3. I do apologise. I missed the cube moving. Okay, so 4 away versus 3 away. Very difficult score to manage. 6-4. Any sniff of a gammon, and blue will be doubling, but that 4-3 gives an anchor, so that's a great roll. 5-3 will be down and split at the back. 3-3 will be making 2 points, because a gammon for white is particularly useful here, because it gets her to 1 away, 4 away at Crawford. So you should not play defensively here. I don't like this play. I'd make the 2 points. The players work to a certain extent. So it looks like she's going to be running away and duplicating 4s. You can't run the checker on the 21 point. You could slot the 5 point, but then that just adds another checker to the mill. You could play 8-2, 13-11, which is even more ugly. I'm not sure I like the 2 there. I thought she should just run away. So a big choice here. You can hit twice, which I quite like, or you can hit once. Because of the extra blot and because gammons were particularly useful, I'd have at least looked at the double hit there. This is again potential double hit country. Now, interesting. Some interesting double. 9 pips. When my opponent's only got a 2-point board, I'm nearly always taking. There is some gammon threat here, but there's a huge recue potential for blue. Okay, so it was passed. But I'd have been looking a lot longer at that. And one of the things about backgammon is that you can follow Moshi's rules, things that we play in Japan. You take at least 12 seconds to consider any doubling decision. And at critical moments in a match, particularly a short match, then you should take 30 seconds to a minute to make your decision, because that single game could influence the outcome of the match. So now at 4 away, 2 away, which is a situation that Maeko finds herself in, any hint of a gammon and she should be doubling. Doubling at this score has got earlier and earlier over time. So you can expect to see the cube move early. This is slightly awkward, 5-5. You're certainly going to make the 3 point. What are you going to do with the other 2? So you can play 14-4 and then 8-3 twice. You can make, okay, 4-1. So again, white has no anchor. So this is an awkward roll. 1-4. Now again, I think at this score, yeah, you should be doubling because the gammon potential is huge. So now you can hit 2, yeah. But now if CJ fans, which she's done, Maiko's lost her market. So if she can play on here, very little risk, yeah, that's correct. So now there are going to be 3 on the bar. But had she cubed at the appropriate moment, which was 2 rolls ago, then she would in fact be winning a gammon in the match. As it is, she's probably going to win a gammon and then will be at 5-all, which is the same as double match point. So barring 4-4 or 1-1, this game will be over. 2-2. Make the 4 point and play 8-6, yeah. So 1-1 is the only roll now that is any good. Played 14 to 5 here. Just want builders for the ace point, and as soon as white enters one checkers, that will be hit, and it will be closed out, and then the gammon will be rolled home. 4 and 1. How do you get an extra builder? You play 8 to 3. Yeah. 6-3 makes the ace point. Okay, so this game will play itself out. The next game should be the last game because at 2 away, someone will double on the first roll. The only other option here is that blue wins a triple and then gets a free drop next game. But 4-1, you probably just clear the 5 point here, but this is also okay. So it's the same number of rolls. So we'll just let this one toddle through to the end. White needs 16 crossovers, blue needs 8. So blue will need to roll 5 doubles and hasn't got the time to do that, even if blue rolls poorly. So this is a gammon. Little rest for the commentator as we watch this pan out. And as predicted, this is going to be 5-all. So key lesson there, 4 away, 2 away. You can double with any. If your opponent's rear checkers are split, you quite often have a double. It sounds anti-thematic because you're losing and 2 points wins for your opponent. But I've seen people double earlier and earlier of that particular score. So just be aware of that. So now the doubling cube should be moving here. Mathematically proven that if you get to 2 away, you should. One of the players will have a sufficient advantage to double on the first or second roll. The last thing you want to do here is to miss your market. So now how do you play 2-6? Oops, that's okay. 5-1 point with 6-1 twice, and then think about the other one. So you can play purely. So 1, okay, 2, so you probably come in 2 and make the ace point because there are potential attacks for both sides here. Again, people are loath to double at 2 away because they think, well, if I lose, I've lost the match, but they forget that if they win the match. And it's very hard when teaching. Here we go. So this looks like double and take. You're not going to pass this. White has no checkers out of play. The race is equal. So now we're at double match point. 5-3 is not a great roll for blue, so she will probably make the 3 point. That 3-1 is a very good roll for white. She will make the 5 point. Now, probably blue needs to take the anchor and play 13 to 11. Another nice 3-1 makes a 10 point for white. I'm not sure what she's thinking about. Okay, double 2. 1, 2, 3. Blue would like 5-2. So do you strengthen the board? Basically, you don't tend to prime a single checker. So here, 8-4 twice with the idea of attacking that rear checker next time is a reasonable game plan. Yeah, I like this play. And now white has to play safe with 13 to 10. So blue will now mount an attack with any 4, 9, or 11. or potentially double six. So double six gives you a 35 pip lead in the race. And that is the play. That is a magnificent roll. So you're going to play the hit and then play 14 to 11, putting white right back in the game. Yeah. Double six is bad. Any 5, 7, 9, or 10 now for, oh, hello. This is double six. So you make the ace point. Yeah. Now you play 10 to 11 to 5. So you take no risks here unless you need to. So you're 17 pips up, 23 pips up after the roll. There's no need to do anything dramatic like 13 to 8, 11 to 10 and leave 4 completely unnecessary shots. The idea here is to close out the checker. If at some later point you have to leave a shot or an indirect or 2, then so be it. The base, yeah. So this is right. Now make a point. 5-4. Now you do come down. So you give blue a 3-6. Yeah. Okay. Now you should be able to make another point. Makes a 3 point. Okay. Hopefully she's seen it. Yeah. I'll move. So now you play 10 to 4 because you still want to keep a 6 outside because you don't want to have to play 8 to 2 as a forced 6 next time. Now I think that was slightly wrong. And if she rolls, this is precisely the sequence I didn't want to see as a UK player. So the 6 is forced. You've got a hit. Yeah, okay, so she played it big. 1 makes the 2 point. Okay, now all you've got to do is bear off safely. So 6 to 3, obviously. Again, all you're trying to do is clear points so that blue can come in. So now you clear the 5 point. There's absolutely no point in ripping the checkers off. You're only interested in winning. So doesn't matter. But I think technically that was a slight inaccuracy. Okay, so thank you for listening again. The next round will commence at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Thanks, Julia. I'm already looking forward to this. It's between Anna Clark, who I know really well, and Yamoto. Sorry, is it Take? Oh, I've not written it down properly. I'm really sorry. But she's a shogi instructor, and she plays. So shogi obviously is the Japanese version of chess, and so it's obviously a top games player as an instructor. So it all depends how much. I can see her rating is 2236, so obviously we're a good player. So I'm looking forward to this. So we start off at 0-0 to 7, and it's a reasonable time control, but straight away, the edge that Anna had of having the rack has been more than nullified by Yamoto escaping all the back checkers, and straight away, and escaping your back checkers is a serious advantage in backgammon. It's one of the main aims, along with making an advanced anchor in the early game. If you can escape both your back checkers, you're very close to a double straight away, and especially after that wonderful 2-2. Yamoto should be considering doubling straight away. Even that, just the chance of rolling it home is quite high against the 2-point anchor. In fact, the question is more if either the bar or the 5-point was made, it would be a pass. So I'm looking, wow, impressive stuff so far from Yamoto. That's what she should be doing. And Anna's now got a tough decision. It's not all over because there's holes that she's taken. I like that take. So here we go. It's now, I think that's good cube action from both sides, and we'll see what happens. So Anna, of course, looking to hit a lucky. It's improved massive from Yamoto, but Anna looking for a lucky indirect hit or winning from the 2-point anchor. But it's all gone really well from Yamoto. This doesn't, just because something goes really well for your opponent, it doesn't mean to say that the take wasn't correct in the first place. So I think both players are playing excellent here. I have so far haven't seen a mistake, so I'm thinking that they played a really low PR for a start. So let's hope to see some really good backgammon here from both of them. So not much happening now. Anna's going to try and keep her board as long as possible in the hope of getting a lucky shot. And there's two ways to win from the 2-point. One, a perfectly timed double six and win a race, or of course, just the or hitting the shot as it comes in. So Anna wants to just make sure that if she is lucky, she's managed to keep her board in place to take advantage of that luck. So Anna now wants to be killing sixes by playing 6-4 and 3-1. Excellent, brilliant stuff, Anna. Just make your board, Anna. And Yamoto is just playing extremely carefully as possible, clearing the points in order and just playing as carefully as possible. I think Anna can, I think she can go rather than damage your board here. That's my thinking. It's a tough decision now. But at first I thought that was a shot straight away, but Yamoto can clear a 5-point. So Anna now is not scared of being gammoned, so stays as long as possible. And Yamoto just has played and thrown well. When somebody plays and throws well, there's not much you can do about it. Anna wants to come in now, just ensure she doesn't get gammoned, bring her checkers round, play nicely. I'm absolutely impressed by both players here. I think that's a really low PR game for both players. No gammon, single win. This is why it was a double for Yamato in the first place. She's done great, and an impressive game from both players. So already, even at this stage, Yamato shouldn't be quite as quick to double, but not much difference at this score. I played Anna. Don't rush. No need to rush for either player. There's plenty of time yet. Now, because she can't play the normal 6-5, it's actually quite straight. What's it? Oh, it's not going well for Anna. So come on, Anna. Let's. I would keep the 24-point anchor here because it can. There's that you've got a very attacking position against you, so you've got to be a bit careful. But it should be now happy that she spread her checkers. So nothing Yamato can do here apart from play the simple 13-6. It's horrible. It feels wrong, but sometimes you just have to play the simple mode. Play when you've slotted your ace point, you should nearly always make it, and this is a good example. Don't just make your ace point. You never know when it might come in useful. And I would again create an anchor because you've just got to be a bit of care. Low doubles are just so so fantastic for blue. We just need to get an anchor. So I think this is a pretty straightforward play of 6-1 and 24-22. Just do it a bit on both sides of the board. A bit of security and a bit of making a 3-point board. So come on, Anna. Not quite, but getting the right idea. She made the anchor, which is the more important of the two things. Just a tip there for anybody listening. It really is right 9 times out of 10. Now look, this is an example. Can you see now? This is why the 1-point med before was so good, because it would have been a 3-point board to come into straight away. And even now, we'd like this 3-point board. For example, now we'll be able to attack more. But instead, I hope I'm not going to go on about it any longer, but always remember, once you've slotted the ace point, unless there's something really important to do, make it. I think I just clean up a bit here, however that's best done. Personally, I'd just be piling them all in the 5 and 6 points because I can't think of it. I don't want to leave a direct shot. Oh, maybe I would play to the 14-5 and make the 1 point. Like I say, we really do want that 1 point. It really will come in handy one day again. Come in handy again. And she's I think she's done it. Galaxy is a great site, really interesting, really positive move forward in backgammon. I do struggle with the fact that you can't see what your opponent's doing, and the game suddenly a bit. You can't see the checkers moving. Okay, nice play, nice switch. Still nowhere near a double. I think she should hit here, but because it's a 4-point board against a 1-point board, and there's very little to lose. Well played, Anna. Great play. It's just not going your way yet. It'll come. Keep playing nice aggressive backgammon like this, and it'll come. Here we go. Bit of a comeback shot. Now you see Yamamoto's got a difficult. Well, it's not a difficult decision because she's got to play carefully because of the 4-point board against the 1 point, the 1 point board. Always remember the power of board strength. So I think it might be. It was tempting even there to play aggressively, but probably would have been an overplay. This isn't easy. I can't see anything apart from coming in the on the 20 and 13-11. You know, we don't want to play, or we come in on the 20 and play 7-5. I don't like any of the fives by coming in on the 23. So I'm coming on the 20. I think I'm going to play. Oh, okay. It's a bit too early to double with that powerful board and a 2-0 lead. Well played again, Yamamoto. Sorry. My apologies. Yamamoto. Some tough players here. No, that's just the wrong time. So from a really powerful position, it's now a tough decision. That's a good double. We've got a lot of counterplay. Anna, that's a tough decision to have to make. I don't actually know myself. You know, we can't forget we've got the stronger board. And we've got the 5-point anchor. But on the other hand, there were a lot of gammons against us. So Anna decides to fight another day, and she could well be right. I really don't know. 6-1 and 6-1. We're now getting to the stage where Anna is behind, so should be significantly more aggressive if she gets the right position. She can double nearer 70% than 75%. There's just too much counterplay for Yamamoto, so I still think it's a bit early to double. But at this score, we're getting close. But I think I'd still leave it a bit. No, I think that's a cube provocation play. We can't afford to not to. So it's a definite double now at this score. Even though we will lose, well played, Anna, great play. Even though we've got the trouble of escaping our back checkers, there's so many gammons. I think Yamamoto will have to pass this. She hasn't done. She's gone for it. They're brave play. So now Anna just has to throw all caution to the wind and go for the jugular by playing 6-1. She's done it. Come on, get the. Oh, when it's like this, there's nothing going to. You've met valiant effort, Anna. Great attempt. Nothing wrong with what you did. It wasn't your day. But it still can change. So come on. There's nothing you can do when your opponent rolls a double and comes in against your strong board. You just have to take it on the chin and move on again. All you can do is keep putting yourself in the right position, and you'll get the rewards in the medium to long term. But that isn't taken away from Yamamoto, just how well she's playing this game. Now, of course, because of White's checkers on the ace point, this would normally be a double. But we can't forget the match score. So I can't see Yamamoto having a double here because Anna should just take and reship. I know there's a lot of losses, but you can still you can still get some lucky wins. Now it's getting tougher for Anna, but I still don't think I would double if I was Yamato. I'd let it. I'd play for the drop in a couple with a bit more improvement. But I understand. So this is what I do now. At this point, I'd now double as Yamato. Just take my 2 points. Playing on for the gammon is also a possibility. I hope the low PRs that I believe the play deserves is shown here. There's no market losing sequences now, Yamato. So I would now roll on. There's nothing to double six play, even double six followed by a 1 plays. But Anna's, I've been bemoaning Anna's luck in this match, but she's won her first 2 matches, so it does even itself out. And Yamato has lost her matches, so this swings and roundabouts. This game, all you can do is play your best, and in the long term, you'll get the rewards. I've liked. Oh dear. I've liked Anna's play so far. I'm hoping she's played a low PR, but we'll see. There's not much I would have changed about the way she's played. Come on, run off the gammon, Anna, and then we'll live to fight again. I think Yamato is going to be an extremely strong player. She's got so much understanding of the cube. Good player. Yeah, she's going to be very, very strong if she's not strong already. Well, 2,236 at Galaxy is no mean feat. She obviously is a top player. With the obvious, as a shogi instructor, she obviously is a top games player, and so I can see her making big headway in Japanese and world backgammon. Okay, now it's time to double. It's such a good roll. There's even a contemplation of a take. I think it might be a bit. Oh, right. Come on, Anna, throw a double and then. Oh, wow. This is so tough for both of them. This would stretch the top grandmasters in the world, this position, because of the score combined with the position. 6, 2, 4, 6. So, oh my goodness, why am I getting involved in that? Is a really tough decision. I'm not convinced that Anna couldn't have played for the match there. I'm intrigued. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating the score implications. I'm looking forward to seeing that game in particular. Could somebody, I think I'll be able to get access to this game, but could somebody just save it for me? If not, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued at the cube action in that last game. Well, the dice just have not been kind to Anna in this game, but it's never too late. Until you in backgammon, anything can change at any minute. So keep fighting, Anna. Keep playing your best, and of course, when you're trailing 5-0 to 7, be extremely aggressive, both checker play and cube play. You've got so much less to lose than you normally would have. She's got her anchor now, so that's good. I think you've got to hit, Anna. I think you've got to hit. You can't. Well played. Well played. Right, Cube, come on. Don't let the effect what happened last time. Brilliant play, Anna. This is really good stuff. I really hope she gets the PR this player deserves, in my eyes. So it's either got to be making the 3-point or put two in the air. I think, right, come on, let's get. How about a double hit, or is that too much? It's a tricky position for both players, this. I think that Yamato has to make the advanced anchor outside, but then again, there's no good floor. But the loose plays are just very, they hit on the 5-point. It's going to be hard not to be gammoned. Because again, there's no natural floor. So this is a tough play for Yamato. I've said her name so differently. I should have checked beforehand how to pronounce it exactly. But one thing is for sure, she can play backgammon. So come on, Yamato. Let's see. This is a tough play. Forced to choose, I would play 22-16 just to have less blocks around in this scary position, and then just I feel. But then but the problem with 11-5 is what floor are you going to do, and that's the winning play though. Or do you just play 11-5 to 1 and hope to survive? Tricky, very tricky. Okay, hit and make the 3-point. You've got to play big, Anna. You're trailing 5-0. You can play really aggressively. So let's hit and make the 3-point. Oh, not again. Anna's been really unlucky twice now, blitzing, followed by a double that can, an anchor making double. If that happens to you, you just have to suck it up and see. Suck it up and there's nothing you can do. And now Yamato starts to move forward. Just in and out, of course. You don't want to be attacked in the inboard. And Yamato just keeps hitting. There's nothing we can do here. Just keep reminding ourselves that Anna's had a great tournament so far. And so she must have had some luck at that point, because in this game, it feels really painfully tough on Anna. But she must have had her dice at other points. Okay, so now we've got, see, it can turn, so come on. Nice hit. But then the anchor throw. 6-3. Doesn't play easily this one because the 6-3 is blocked. I think I would have to play it safe. That's right. We'll play it. Play it on it. I know there's not much Yamato can play either here. Now at least that one plays nicely and easily. So straightforward to the midpoint at 62. And it's got a bit simpler now. So hopefully Anna will be able to bear in this carefully, easily, and we'll get to 5-2. Certainly a player deserves to be at least to not get a 7-0 whitewash, not the way she's played so well. And at 5-2, anything can happen. Okay. Not easy again. Well played all. So let's hope a nice, smooth, easy bearing against this 3-point anchor. We don't leave sevens. It's too safe to take a risk. We don't need to leave a shot here. Until I jinxed it by saying it's nice and safe with the one shot leaving number, of course. Again, nice and safe. 6 in, 5-2, even end, and let's now hope to start clearing in safely. It's worth picking and passing. There are some lucky gammons, and don't throw them away. Now, obviously, there's less lucky gammons here, so there's not as much need to pick and pass. I think I'd just take the single win here. And also, my distribution would be really bad with a pick and pass. So I just play 5-2, one off. Well played. How long does and maybe wait one? There's very little. Oh, she's waited. There's very little chance of actually winning in a race, so she could play. No. Well, at least we've got a game going. Well played, Anna. It could have been even better, but well played. Okay, 6-1. We're still in a position where Anna is quite keen to double early and aggressively. I don't know whether there's enough. I'd still play a bit safely here. Okay, only one checker back, attack here. Don't just play safely, attack. Let's make it hit on the 3-point. There's only 6 returns, and and well played, Anna. Well played. Okay. Just almost got enough to double at this score, not quite. Let's just make one more point. But I don't mind if you do double. So we'll certainly play 37 straight away. And then swing one right round, I would say. So 22-4 and 13-7 would be my play. Well played. She's done it. Well played. Oh, it's like trying to wade through sand at the moment. But as I say, she's won her first 2, so it swings and roundabouts over the day. Okay, carry on making the board. I would play I would slot the 5-point and play 6-4 because there's more flexibility in that. Oh, coming up was big. Ah, right. Now, Yamato has to leave a shot. Is it scary enough? Oh, and how does she play a final 6? But in return, she's got a better race. So I just think if she just played 4 down, I don't think Anna's got, even at this score, has got enough to double. We're playing at a nice tempo as well. Not too quick, not too slow, using the clock rightly. I think it's a tiny bit early, Anna, but a hit here would be really spectacular. I just think there's only 5-1 and all the 6s, so there's not quite your normal number of shots for 17. We're only talking 13 if I've counted right. Oh, there's also 5-2. I missed that one. Right, well, that's... Oh, it would have looked so heroic if it had come off, but in the end, we had to respect the race lead. Okay, it's not gone Anna's way. She's played nicely and aggressively, and what more can? That's all I would have asked for from her. I am optimistic that both these PRs are in the single figures. I expect them to be. But I might be talking prematurely, and I might just still come through with the goods on this one. So how far is she behind? 30. I think a better tactic is to wait and contact rather than come out. The 21 pips is a bit too far behind, but obviously she's chosen to take a small race chances rather than sit around on the 5 point. So come on, Anna. Now's the time to throw your big doubles. Come on. Let's keep this match going for interest's sake. Japan are leading the match, so overall, so we could do with a couple of wins. 5-4. Well, we're 30. It's getting tough. We need a couple of big doubles for Anna really quickly. I would estimate this. Oh, that's it. That's gone up from 90% to your 97, 98, 99%. It's nearly all over now. It's nearly all over. Let's see how you both played. I thought it was good stuff. I really hope they're both in single figures. It feels like they deserve it, that's for sure. Well played, good sporting, Anna, as of course I expect. So a good match, and like I say, overall, the look saved itself over a day, but on that particular game, there was nothing Anna could do. She played well. Come on, let's have some good ones. Yes, and both under 10, and your commentators feeling very happy. 2 great players who both played well, and I'm really pleased that you both put on a great performance. I had a message. I think I messaged it sometime in the first game. You'll see a comment about one of your players, Anna, if you want to speak to me about it. But otherwise, great play. And I really thought Yamato is obviously a top player coming forward. That 6.59 I don't think is freaky in any way. I could tell by the way she played her checkers she's already at that level or even beyond. She naturally understands the game already, and as a shogi instructor, she's obviously going somewhere in this game. And Anna, proud of you playing so well, despite fighting the dice so well. Okay, thanks very much. So that puts Japan a bit further ahead. So we've got our work cut out. So come on, ladies, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Good luck in the rest of the match. Are you there, Julia, or do you want me to just sign off now? Okay, so thanks very much. I don't know if there's anything you want to say about how the match is standing or anything, or should we just leave it now? I've not interrupted your match, have I? Okay. Okay, I'll leave it then. All right. Okay, is there any way we can share your match and I'll comment on the end of your match? Okay. Yeah, yes, okay. So give me some names. You want to say about how the match is standing or anything, or should we just leave it now? I've not interrupted your match, have I? Okay, so give me a name to look for. Okay, Agnes is easier to write. No matches, and it's Anna Price as Anna Price, is it? That's finished. Never mind. Is there any way you can report on the state of the play before we just leave, or it's a bit hard to? Yes. Oh wow, great! So Julie, did you win your last match then? Well done, well done. Brilliant. Oh dear, yeah. So it's getting really close at the end of the day. Oh, it's basically looking like it's an all square at the end of the day, or at least extremely close, whatever the remaining results are. Good. I was starting to feel like the jinx, Julia. Every result you told me we were losing. And it's CJ Cougar, isn't it? Cougar CJ. I'm just trying to find it. Okay, yeah, I've got it. So let's leave that on the stream. So it's 6-5 Crawford with CJ, and it's now a 6-3 to play for Keegan. Again, another shogi player, and she's the person who designed the Japanese logo. So if you ever see the Japanese logo, apparently it's a cute little something or other, a cute little bear or something similar. And Keegan was the person who designed it. So I don't know if we need one for the UK BGF, Julia, but we've got our designer. So 1-2 for Keegan to play. Coming with it nice and straightforward. Now, of course, a hit and round the corner, nothing spectacular for CJ. And we're just waiting for a 6. And in the meantime, we'll try and buy some time by playing pick and pass. Good. And again, we'll just bolster the 5 point, the 6 point to the 8 point. And we're just waiting for this 6. Come on, we need this 6. The 5-4 doesn't matter that much. I think I would have. Oh, let me see that. 6-2. She's got to use the 6 to come out, unfortunately. Even though that leaves some gammons in the picture, she's got to go for it. Well played, CJ. Well played. Great play. Obviously, CJ's not going to play to the 8 or the 5 or 7 point. So it's just a straightforward, simple play for CJ. Just coming round the corner. And we're just hoping to survive a couple more rolls, and we're good. Okay, now we need to try and safety some checkers, CJ. Well, that's one checker safetied. And another checker safetied. So, CJ is big favourite. Let's hope that I've not jinxed her anyway and that she can just bring this home. Brings this home safely. The coming out with the 6 was excellent, CJ. If you ever listen to this commentary. It's so tempting when you wanted to avoid gammon to play safe, but you've got to play to win more often than you've got to make sure wins win. And I know that sounds obvious, but you can't be too cautious. So we just need one or two more good rolls for CJ, and it looks like the UK could take a 2-point overnight lead, but still everything to play for. A really close, well-fought match so far. So let's see how we go. Nice. 2 off. All right, one more good throw, CJ. Safe, of course. Oh, no, that's it. That should be good enough for the UK to have won. Well played, UK team. So it's if Julie and myself have worked it out correctly, that's a 2-point lead for the UK. But it's, like I say, it's still all to play for. Well played, CJ. Let's hope they played okay. Obviously, I didn't see the early part of the match, so I don't know. But great, a good match overall, though. That's for sure. Thanks, Julia, and thanks for inviting me. Oh wow! Sorry, CJ, I didn't mention that. a good Keithley performance. That CJ, well done. Yes. No, it isn't. It really isn't. But it's all to play for. So enjoy your matches tomorrow, and I'll see you soon, Julia. Bye. Thank you. Bye.